G'day guys, John Chenge here. Welcome to another marathon training video. Today we're in Adelaide and we are running a marathon. It is the 21st of August 2020, which marks the 100 years since the first marathon was held in Adelaide on 21st of August 1920. So we're at the finish here at the Uni Oval, and we're going to start in Victoria Square. Just head over there now. So it's going to be a historic run today. I'm walking through the CBD in Adelaide. This is the Adelaide Uni Oval, the Jubilee Oval, it was previously known as, and in 1919 this was used as a quarantine area for the Spanish flu. With a population of about 230,000, there was a death rate of 540 people from the Spanish flu in South Australia. Current population in South Australia is about 1.8 million. We've had 4 deaths so far from COVID-19. History is pretty much repeating itself though. The outbreak originated in Victoria. Most of Australia was quite annoyed with Victoria because they had first case of pneumonic influenza was recorded in Melbourne, and it took 2 weeks before anything was done about it, and that let it spread throughout the rest of the country. So there's no real lockdown at the moment. There is restriction on indoor venues, but yeah, things are fairly standard. Friday afternoon in the city, so I've given myself the afternoon off being self-employed, and yeah, the original run started at 1 PM on August the 21st, and it's nearly 1 o'clock now. Now, the original event had 7 entrants and 6 starters. Looks like I'll be the only starter at 1 PM today. It is a social run and there's too many traffic lights to do it continuous, so you just pause your watch whenever you get to a traffic light and need to stop, because it is on main roads, the original main roads in Adelaide. The start was by the Charles Kingston statue. Kingston was a politician in the late 1800s and it was erected by the public in 1916. Let's get started anyway. So first we're heading towards West Terrace along Grove Street, and it looks like I'm going to get the first set of lights, which will be nice. Thank you, Mr. Bus. Okay, so I'm just running along West Terrace, going past the West Terrace Cemetery. The Adelaide CBD has parklands all around it. So now I'm running down Anzac Highway. It was called Bay Road back in 1920, but now it's called Anzac Highway. Not sure it's much of a highway. The speed limit is 60 kilometres an hour and it's only 8 kilometres long, so probably the shortest and slowest highway around. But anyway, Anzac Highway or Bay Road going to Glenelg, turning around there. Okay, so just finishing off the Anzac Highway, Cedar Bay. I've turned around, come back. Now heading up Crossroad. It's been a fair bit of rain, but the sun's out, so sort of breaks between rain and sunshine. Across the road here. Okay, so I'm running up Crossroad and just gone through 16 k's or 10 miles, and in the 1920 race, this is where the early leader Thomas Burns, he was overtaken by South Australian Clem Duncan. In the race there were 3 South Australians, 2 Victorians and a Queenslander. Now 1920 the temperature was 23 degrees, so going up this hill on Crossroad. The runners were really going for the shade because it was a hot day. Today it's not too bad. It's probably about 13 degrees, but sunny. Now all the newspaper articles talk about the big gum tree, the corner of Portrush and Crossroad. Now that's a key point in the race because it is the high point, and I believe that it's no longer there anymore because it would be basically where that cyclist is, and you can see that that's obviously a very busy part of the road. Now just 100 metres away there was this tree planted when there was a royal visit in 1867. They would have been 53 years old when the 1920 race went past. That's the current big gum tree in Glen Osmond. Okay, so once we've gone to the corner of Crossroad and Portrush Road and Glen Osmond Road, got this nice downhill down Portrush Road. If you know Adelaide well, you know that you can put your car in neutral down this hill and just roll at the speed limit, 60 kilometres an hour, for about a kilometre. So yeah, it's a nice nice gradient down. Okay, so Clem Duncan, who had 400 metre lead at the Portrush Road, Glen Osmond Road intersection. At this point here, the Greenhill Road, he'd dropped his lead to about 170 metres, so he's struggling, and Percy Collins from Victoria was catching him. Okay, so this is the spot where the leading South Australian pulled out from cramp, and I'm needing to have a stop here too because I'm feeling pretty average, but mostly just so I can get a break in the traffic to cross the road. And I start the watch again. Okay, so I'm at corner of Glenburn and McGill Road. I'm just about to cross the road here, and it's where it was called Burnside Road in the past. So it's Burnside Road this side of McGill Road, and then Glen Road on the other side. But now they've combined and they're called Glenburn Road. So if we're at Greenhill going down Glenburn, I'm going to take a left when we get to Paynham Road. Now for me, the most enjoyable part of the run was going past the Roburn Men's Factory at Glynde. It was just after 30k. I wasn't feeling like eating anything, but just having the smell of the lollies, really good. Okay, so I've just finished going along OG Road, gone through 35k, and now I'm going down Lower North East Road to the city. So 7k to go, and yeah, I'm not enjoying this. Well, it's alright, it's a struggle, and marathon's always very difficult. Well, that's all done. I slowed up a bit in the last few k. The lights meant that I did tighten up. Like, I was at the lights for quite a while, just in North Adelaide here, and tightened up, and that really slowed me down. I really struggled the last couple k to get going again because I basically cooled down at the lights, but got through the end. My time was just under 3 hours 14. That was my moving time. Total time was about 3 hours 28. Now the original winner back in 1920 did 3 hours 18 from Victoria, and the first South Australian state winner did a 3 hours 44. So and yeah, the race report was that he won it easy. So there was only three finishes though. The Queenslander finished 4 hours 28, so only 3 finishes in the original one. Today there was a fair group that finished. Caught up with them afterwards. I didn't see anyone out on the course because they decided to start a fair bit earlier than the start time, but yeah, I did it smack on 100 years after the original one, 1 p.m, 21st of August. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. See ya.